Consider the following formula. Which of the following statements is true for this formula? To solve this question, we're going to need to graph, but before we do that, we need to figure out how to label our axes using z and y. Normally, our x-axis is our cause, and our x-axis and our y-axis is our effect. So if we look at our answer choices, we can see that z is always the cause that is affecting our variable y. If z is this, then y is this. So that means we can label our x-axis as z, and we can label our y-axis as y. That'll stay the same in this case. So now with that information, we can find our two intercepts, which will make graphing easy. To find our x-intercept, we need y to equal 0. So I'll write my equation, 5z equals y minus 5, and then we'll substitute in 0 for y. 0 minus 5 instead of y minus 5. This will give us 5z is equal to 0 minus 5 is just negative 5. Then 5 is being multiplied to z, so we'll need to do the opposite, which is dividing both sides by 5. These 5's will cancel, leaving us with z equals negative 1. So our first coordinate point is going to be negative 1, comma 0. And then let's find our y-intercept, or where x equals 0, in this case where z equals 0. We'll rewrite our equation, 5z equals y minus 5, and then plug in 0 for z. 5 times 0 equals y minus 5. 5 times 0 will just give us 0 equals y minus 5. And then, since 5 is being subtracted, let's do the opposite and add it to both sides. These will cancel, giving us 5 equals y, or the coordinate point 0, comma 5. Here I've used our two intercepts to plot this graph. One intercept at negative 1, comma 0, so I went to the left by 1 and up by 0, and then 0, comma 5 was up by 5 and over 0. Now we can use this to analyze our graph and find our correct answer. If we look at our x-intercept, we can see that everything greater than our x-intercept has positive y values, and everything less than our x-intercept has negative y values. So we can say when z is less than negative 1, y is negative, and when z is greater than negative 1, y is positive. And that will help us find our answer. A says if z is less than 1, so this one right here, y is positive. Well, according to our statement and to our graph, when we're less than our x-intercept, y is negative, not positive, so that is incorrect. B says if z is greater than negative 5 would be 2, 3, 4, 5 out here. Everything greater than negative 5, y is negative. That's true for a time. 5 would probably be way down here on the graph if the graph extended out into infinity. And if we continued, we went greater than negative 5, all of this would be negative, but then greater than negative 5 also includes all of these values, which are positive, and that makes answer choice B incorrect. C says if z is greater than negative 1, like it says here, y is positive, which is true. That is what it says there, and that is what our graph reflects. So that means answer choice C is our correct answer. Let's take a look at why D is incorrect. If z is greater than negative 5, that's this point again, y is positive. That's true once we pass this threshold, so I'm going to bring back my negative 5 point all the way down here. All of this would be negative, and then we would start hitting positive y values. So again, that's only partially true, making it incorrect, making C our correct answer.